Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you are having a lovely Monday evening, night, or whatever it is where you're at. And I know it's not a sim. I know that some people might complain, but I'm bringing back Monday Fundays. And for this first title, we are taking a look at Burnout Paradise. I know I've taken a look at it before, but it is one of my favorite arcade racing titles, so I don't know if this has my game saved. I don't know if Origin had cloud save for this, so I might not have all my stuff. Actually, nope, I do. So it did recover my save. So this is on my new Ryzen system, and we're going to test it out. I'm also testing out an overclock, so I'm not sure how perfect it's going to be, but hey, this point is just having some fun, relieving after a case of the Mondays. So let's just have some fun. Let's goof off a bit. Let's share some carnage. Pun intended. So yeah, Burnout is definitely one of my guilty pleasure titles. You really have that element where it's just so insane that you just can't help but laugh and have fun. And it had a good soundtrack, which I did kind of remove for copyright reasons from the stream. But man, just enjoying this. And this was one of the last great games from Criterion Games. They did have Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. Most Wanted was a bit of a flop in my eyes. And then they got relegated to Game Studio's worst nightmare, making DLC for an EA game. It's like, what a way to go, right? But I mean, this was a great, well done racing title. You have a fleshed out city of sorts where you can just destroy cars, have fun, and just be able to drive up to an intersection, press the gas and brake, and join a race with minimal load time. So I'm still early on in the career, like if you call it that, or campaign. So this is going to be an easy race. Just wreck cars. It always amazed me, the damage engine in this. I know it's scripted and everything, and I'm dead. But just seeing the cars being ripped apart and just total destruction. I just found it funny though, because they couldn't put actual people in the car because the damage engine was just so insane. Because it would just squash people's heads or whatever, and they didn't want to have this rated R. I mean R, rated M. And imagine what an M-rated Burnout game would be like. That would just be insane. Granted, that's almost like Twisted Metal, I guess. But Twisted Metal was T as well, I think. So, how's everyone's day going? Remember, the chat box is there for a reason. Feel free to chat. And also, as mentioned later... Ow. That hurt. Later this week, I'm planning on continuing the career for Project Cars 2. And then also gonna test drive the Assetto Corsa Ferrari DLC. I might just do that live as well for you guys. Share my thoughts. Then I also have week 5 of the Sim Racing System Championship. This week, I believe it's at Imola. So that should be an exciting race. It's one of my favorite tracks, but I'm not the best at it. So that could make some interesting racing. Poor limo driver. Always never puts... You can't not have a smile on your face when you hear that sound of crunching metal. And it's sort of funny because in Project Cars 2, in race cars, you'll hear the sound of breaking glass, which is totally unrealistic because windshields and windows in race cars nowadays are made out of Lexan, which is a form of shatterproof plastic. But in this, yeah, hearing the sound of breaking glass is totally natural and encouraged. Only 13. So is the stream going smooth for everyone? I just want to check to make sure that everything is working properly. Because as mentioned, I'm on the new system and getting all my settings dialed in, making sure it's working properly. So let's find a race to take part in. Looks like there's a race at the end of this street. But yeah, I know this is sort of maybe like jumping the shark for streaming on this, but I've been wanting to do something like Monday Funday and other fun stuff to anticipate throughout the week. So this is just kicking off that. I'm wanting to do sort of fun stream every week and something that's just maybe not the hardcore sim, but something that's goofy, has fun, things like that. So that's sort of my philosophy for this. And gotta admit, watching cars wreck is pretty awesome. I'm totally expecting someone to come in and say, yep, so that's why you're so crazy on the track. And just took the lead. So yeah, I'm hoping that middle of tomorrow I might be able to have some footage of or do a stream of the Ferrari DLC. I actually haven't bought it yet, but I just had an amount coming through PayPal. So I should be able to buy it tonight. Maybe test it a little bit. And then can see where to go from there. I'm going to email the WRC7 guys later on and see about doing a preview of that, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about that. So I think it's fair that I should at least ask them, because I know that I believe ISR, Gamer Muscle, maybe Sim Racing Girl, they have done their own previews of it, so why not us? See if it can, oh crap. See if it might be able to do better than the somewhat disappointing Dirt 4. So let me know also what you guys are thinking of having for, are wanting me to feature in future streams and future videos. I am going to be putting together my Ryzen and Intel comparisons shortly. I'm currently gathering data for that, so stay tuned, and I am going to make it one of my most informative videos yet. I've been actually making stuff up in Adobe, not Adobe, but in Microsoft Excel, so I've been relearning Excel for this, so it better be good. Ooh, one of my favorite cars, the Yakuza GT, modeled after like the R34 GTR. That's what it looks like in my opinion. So let's bump out that car. And we got another road race to do. I know this is a weird time to do a stream though, because I think a lot of people are starting to get off work, maybe have dinner. So I understand why there aren't many people in. Also, this is kind of weird for some people, me doing an like a total arcade game, so yeah. So So let's go into the Cusa.
When you're driving a stunt car like this one, jumping off ramps and pulling barrel rolls and flat spins are the fastest way to fill your boost bar.
So yeah, I have some exciting content lined up. I'm also going to be hounding a couple people because I have a couple people saying they want to send me a cockpit to review. I'm waiting on a replacement part for the black cockpit that's behind me, the track racer. I'm waiting on a part for that, and we are going to be doing a review on that. Also the GTR simulator, which is off camera right now, but I'm going to be doing a review on that. I need to drill some holes in the pedal plate though, so had to do that first. Whoops, hit a wrong button. Thankfully you didn't get wrecked there. But yeah, I got some exciting stuff coming up. And we will also soon be getting our first direct drive wheel. So stay tuned for that. Whoops. I thought that was a different card that was just going slow. My bad. So let's take out this SUV. Boom! There we go. Ouch. That's going to leave a mark. But yeah, I might hold off on doing my next Project Cars 2 stream until later in the week, because I am just wanting to space out some stuff. I don't want to seem like I'm overly spamming Project Cars 2 footage. So I'm going to do some Assetto Corsa, maybe stream an iRacing race so we can take a look into that. But yeah, I'm just wanting to do a little more leeway in our footage. Have some fun. Goof off a bit. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about this game. Burnout Paradise definitely showed how DLC could really flesh out a title as well. And not just paid DLC, but free content. Because back when Burnout Paradise first came out, I bought it for the PlayStation 3, and it wasn't that great a game. It felt really limited in content. It definitely was a departure for the series as well. Then later updates came, and it added features like the day to night transition. It added features like motorcycles. It had one of my favorite DLCs out of any video game, where it had some cars that were based on movies, so you could literally drive a DeLorean that could fly. I mean, how cool is that? And then you get the news that Criterion stopped making Burnout, and they're relegated making Need for Speed games, and it's like, you're hoping for the next Burnout game, and it's like, nope. And it's a shame. So you have this to basically tide you over until the next great arcade racing game. I mean, it's sure as heck not going to be Need for Speed Payback, I think. But man, this was like the golden age of arcade racing games. And I would love to see another developer take up the mantle and make a game like this, because I think that's something we're just kind of missing nowadays. As I just get destroyed. So let's see what this is. Is this a race? Marked man, okay. Ooh, this is going to be fun. So if you guys remember, Marked Man was basically where you are the guy everyone's trying to kill. So the goal is not to get killed. So let's see if we don't get killed. So let's take this shortcut. Ow. Well, that was fast.
If you drive a stronger car, you'll stand a better chance of surviving their slams.
Hey, Skid Rides, how's it going, man? And yeah, this, like, it's crazy to think that this is almost like 8 years old now or so. I want to say this came out like 2008, 2009. So yeah, it's getting out. It's getting up there. So, man, this brings back memories though. And, oh man, dang it. I wish that they made Burnout 3 backwards compatible or ported it to the PC. I might have to try it on an emulator sometime, but I know the emulator versions aren't exactly the most stable. That's the only concern. I have a PS2 though, and I think I have Burnout 3. So if I could also find a way to maybe run it through home theater receivers, something, and get that working, that could be an option. Whee! Oh yeah, this is like my childhood in a nutshell. Ow! Right up Main Street. Damage critical, of course. Okay, so we got 1.5 miles. Ooh. Let's go left. There should be an auto repair nearby. If I remember correctly. We gotta survive until that point. Auto repair, there we go. Drive through? We're good. Okay. That should make us good for the finish. And we survived. Boom. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit the mic. But yeah, this is just nostalgia in a sense. And yeah, I know it's not a sim, but that's why I put Monday Funday. It's not like just... Yeah, I mentioned my spiel on it earlier, so just want to have fun.
Race northwest to the country club.
We'll continue our regularly scheduled sim stuff tomorrow. Sometimes you just need to unwind, am I right? Graphics definitely were one of the hallmarks of this. Because, consider, this was at a time where most games weren't running in 1080p. When most PCs weren't doing active 1080. 1080 was still relatively new back then. And then now, everything is 1080 or up to even 4K, 8K, 12K, whatever K. And this still holds up. And I think that's just a testament to the quality that was there from Criterion. Oh, I love that turn. Just flying over that and landing and is boosting right out of it. Woo! But yeah, and then the damage engine in this was just mind-blowing, especially for its day, because you were seeing those cars get ripped to shreds. And of course there was no driver in it, which had some detachment from reality, but man, just seeing those cars get torn apart just like that. Makes you think of that Need for Speed movie, which was basically like an automobile snuff film. you just saw so many cars get destroyed, and that was just painful. Okay, so let's take the shortcut on the right. And then even the sounds are pretty darn solid. Where they didn't sound too digitized. The V8 cars sounded awesome. I mean, it even sounds like Project Cars 2 uses similar sound bites for some of their cars, which either is a testament to Burnout or kind of a shame for Project Cars. But yeah, I just love some of these parts. And just destroying everything. If I remember correctly, there's a billboard up here. I might have already destroyed it. Yeah, so let's flat spin it. I mean, that was pretty cool, guys. You gotta admit. Oh, almost died there. Had to go this way around. But yeah, definitely miss these kinds of games. Because I can't really think of a modern generation, like Xbox One, PS4, PC title that was as fun as this. You just don't get the same feeling or sensation, and it's kind of disappointing. Because it wasn't just the cars wrecking, it wasn't just the open world, but this had really tight controls. It had a solid control. I mean, sure, it's nowhere like simulation or anything, but it wasn't trying to be. It wasn't, obviously. It was just a fun game that had solid, refined controls. I mean, honestly, I haven't touched any of those Need for Speed games of this last generation. I haven't touched Need for Speed Rivals. I haven't touched Need for Speed. And it's like, why? It just was such a lackluster title. Compared to this, you're missing a whole lot. Ow. And then I just missed that totally. Kinda suck. But okay. We already beat the goal, so why not just goof off a bit? Yeah. Let's try barrel roll. Dang it. There we go. Love some of the stunt trains you can do on this. Whoa. Ow. Yeah, you'd be dead if you did that in real life. Let's try this again. Made the jump. Made that. There we go. That worked out. Near miss. I might not make it back. There we go. But man, this game was so awesome for what it was. And why can't we have a new title like this? Because the closest I can think of is like Need for Speed. And the latest ones were complete and utter garbage. So this, it's just missing out. Yeah, I might get, like, I might just stream another sim later tonight. Yeah, it's always interesting, though, seeing some of these. It's crazy to think of this as a classic now. Because this is almost a decade old, I think. Because I believe this came out 08. It's 2017 now, so yeah, it's almost 10 years. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried it out, I highly recommend you try out this game. This definitely, for a 9-year-old title, holds up incredibly well. And then, just, I don't know if you can actually actively get the DLC now, but if you can, or find a mod for it, try out the DeLorean. Or the car that's supposed to be the DeLorean. It's amazing, just seeing the different physics for flying versus actual driving. So, it's amazing just thinking of what this had to offer. And bikes, they were kind of shoehorned in, but they were still fun. And then you can just get crazy streaks like this. So we're on pace for over 400,000 points right now. Just sliding. And then you get different multipliers for stunts, things like that. Yeah, here's a stunt jump. Wow. Yeah, that's a fun jump. And that's it for us. Okay, I think I'm going to cut the stream short at 30 minutes. So, yeah, we're at the 29-minute mark. But, man, that's sort of an idea of what this game has to offer, and oh man, whole lot of fun. So thank you, single watcher that stuck through to the end of the stream. Make sure to Google a cookie and download one for yourself as a reward. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I'm gonna do another stream shortly.